The Concept of Qualia by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. The concept of qualia is a pivotal topic in the philosophy of mind, cognitive science and consciousness studies. It refers to the subjective, qualitative aspects of conscious experience. Qualia are the individual instances of subjective conscious experience, such as the redness of red, the bitterness of coffee, or the pain of a headache. Qualia, singular quali, are often described as the what it is like aspect of experiences. For instance, when one sees a vibrant sunset, the experience of seeing the colour orange is a quali. It is not merely the physical properties of light wavelengths, but the subjective experience that accompanies it. This distinction is crucial, as it underscores the difference between objective measurements and subjective experiences. Philosophers have long debated the nature of qualia, with some arguing that they are fundamental to understanding consciousness, while others dismiss them as irrelevant or illusory. The ongoing discourse surrounding qualia reflects the broader struggle to reconcile subjective experiences with objective scientific inquiry. Qualia play a crucial role in various philosophical discussions, particularly in the philosophy of mind. They challenge materialistic perspectives that attempt to reduce mental states to physical states. The existence of qualia suggests that there are aspects of consciousness that cannot be fully explained by physical processes alone. This has led to significant debates between dualists who argue that mental states are distinct from physical states, and physicalists who contend that everything about the mind can be explained through physical processes. The implications of these debates extend to our understanding of free will, personal identity, and the nature of reality itself, making qualia a cornerstone of philosophical inquiry. The mind-body problem is a central issue in philosophy concerning the relationship between mental states and physical states. Qualia are often cited as a key challenge to physicalists' accounts of the mind. For instance, the famous thought experiment known as Mary's Room, proposed by philosopher Frank Jackson, illustrates this challenge. In this scenario, Mary is a scientist who knows everything about colour vision, but has lived her entire life in a black and white room. When she finally sees colour for the first time, she experiences qualia that she could not have understood through her scientific knowledge alone. This suggests that there are aspects of consciousness that are not reducible to physical explanations. The thought experiment raises profound questions about the limit of scientific knowledge and the nature of understanding itself, prompting further exploration into the relationship between experience and knowledge. Qualia can be categorized into various types, including sensory qualia, emotional qualia, and cognitive qualia. Sensory qualia pertains to the experiences derived from the senses such as taste, touch, sight, sound and smell. For example, the taste of chocolate or the sound of a symphony can evoke distinct sensory qualia that are unique to each individual. Emotional qualia relate to the subjective experience of emotions, such as joy, sadness or anger, and can vary significantly from person to person based on context and personal history. Cognitive qualia involve the qualitative aspects of thoughts and beliefs, influencing how we interpret and interact with the world around us. Each type of qualia contributes to the richness of human experience, highlighting the complexity of consciousness and the intricate ways in which our minds engage with reality. One of the defining features of qualia is their inherently subjective nature. Qualia are personal and cannot be directly accessed or measured by others. This subjectivity raises questions about the nature of shared experiences and the possibility of understanding another person's qualia. For example, two individuals may perceive the colour red differently, yet they both use the same term to describe it. This leads to the philosophical problem of other minds, which questions how one can know the mental states of others based on their behaviour and language. The challenge of bridging subjective experiences with objective communication underscores the limitations of language and the complexity of human interaction, prompting further inquiry into empathy, understanding, and the nature of consciousness itself. Despite their significance in discussions of consciousness, the concept of qualia has faced substantial criticism. Some philosophers, such as Daniel Dennett, argue that qualia are an illusion and that the subjective experience can be fully explained through cognitive processes. Dennett's perspective suggests that what we perceive as qualia are merely the brain's interpretations of sensory information, devoid of any intrinsic qualitative properties. This view challenges the traditional understanding of qualia and raises questions about the validity of subjective experience. Critics of qualia argue that focusing on subjective experiences may detract from the scientific pursuit of understanding consciousness through objective measures, leading to a potential divide between philosophical inquiry and empirical research. In cognitive science, the study of qualia intersects with research on perception, emotion, and consciousness. Understanding qualia can provide insights into how the brain processes sensory information and generates conscious experiences. Neuroscientific studies have attempted to identify the neural correlates of qualia, explaining how specific brain regions contribute to the experience of colour, taste, and other sensory modalities. For instance, researchers have investigated how the visual cortex processes colour information and how this relates to the subjective experience of seeing colour. However, the challenge remains to bridge the gap between objective measurements of brain activity and the subjective nature of qualia. This ongoing research highlights the need for interdisciplinary approaches that integrate philosophy, neuroscience, and psychology to develop a more comprehensive understanding of consciousness. The exploration of qualia also extends to discussions about artificial intelligence, AI, and the potential for machines to experience consciousness. As AI technology advances, the question arises about whether machines can possess qualia or if they can only simulate human-like responses. This raises ethical considerations regarding the treatment of AI entities and their rights, as well as the implications for our understanding of consciousness itself. If a machine could experience qualia, it would challenge the traditional boundaries between human and artificial consciousness. Furthermore, the implications of AI possessing qualia could lead to profound shifts in our societal structures, ethics, and understanding of what it means to be conscious. The exploration of these questions is not merely theoretical. It has practical implications for the development of AI technologies and their integration into our daily lives. The implications of qualia extend beyond individual experiences to broader questions about the nature of reality. If qualia are fundamental to consciousness, they may suggest that subjective experiences play a crucial role in shaping our understanding of the world. This perspective aligns with phenomenological approaches that emphasize the importance of lived experiences in understanding reality. By prioritizing qualia, we may gain insights into the interplay between perception, cognition, and the external world. This exploration can lead to a deeper appreciation of how our subjective experiences influence our interactions with the environment and shape our beliefs, values, and understanding of existence itself. In conclusion, the concept of qualia is a rich and complex topic that encompasses various dimensions of philosophy, cognitive science, and consciousness studies. Qualia challenge reductionist views of the mind and highlight the subjective nature of experience. While critiques of qualia raise important questions about the validity of subjective experience, the exploration of qualia remains essential for understanding the intricacies of consciousness.